Okay, so tonight's training we have Lisa Rowberry, who just promoted to star director,
Hey,
and she here is going to talk to us a little bit about Scentsy Club. She has a really big Scentsy Club following. She's really used her platform to promote it a lot, and it's like she told me one of her favorite things that she talks about. And I met Lisa at leadership one year, and I don't know how, like, we ended up just like always being right next to each other. So we decided we were twins, and we call each other Twinny now. And yeah, so that's our little like how we fell in love
I know,
story.
right? Seriously, because I was sitting all by myself. I didn't have anyone with me. And Molly was like, hey, you're alone. You should come hang out with us. I was just like, I love you.
Yep.
So
So I was
thank
just like, you're gonna come sit with us because I think your husband was coming later,
yeah,
right? Like you were
yeah,
there for the first couple of days by yourself, and then
yeah.
Sean does a lot of the business like alongside with her. They do all
Mhm.
these. You should watch her YouTube channel, super cute, and they do all these fun videos and stuff. But he wasn't there yet, and so I adopted a new Scentsy twin, and that's how I met Lisa. So Lisa, I'm gonna just let you take it away, and yeah, if anybody has any questions you can throw them in the chat while it's going on, or pop it out, whatever. I'll let Lisa just kind of take over.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for asking me to be here. Thank you guys so much for your time. As Molly was saying, I know it's getting late for you guys, and I was like, half an hour really does make a difference for me. So I really do. I appreciate you. Your time is so valuable. So we're gonna dive right in. Scentsy Club is something I am crazy passionate about for a multitude of reasons. I'm going to share a little bit later with you my like aha moment with Scentsy Club, so that maybe you can look at it in a little bit of a different way. Because I think a lot of people look at Scentsy Club. Well, I think there's a few different types of people. I think some people don't know a lot about Scentsy Club, so they feel a little bit intimidated. And I want you to know tonight that there are no stupid questions. So if you have a question about Scentsy Club and you're like, but I'm afraid to ask, this is a judgment free zone. So you are totally, any questions or anything are absolutely welcome. I don't know all the things. I do know what has worked for me in my business, and I'm excited to share that with you. I will always remember in Anaheim in 2018 when they announced Scentsy Club was going to be a thing, and I just was like, mind blown. I just thought this was amazing. Before Scentsy Club, we had a VIP program. It wasn't anything like Scentsy Club, what Scentsy Club is today. It was just strictly laundry products and oils on an auto ship basis. But I mean, Scentsy Club took over and it changed everything. I will always remember going back to our hotel room at Anaheim and starting to text my friends saying, oh my gosh, you are not going to believe this program. There's Always Get My Bar. We have these discounts. We have this and this and this. And I just immediately started sharing. So that's going to be the biggest thing is share, share, share. If you're not talking about Scentsy Club at least once a week, you are missing out on opportunities. And I'm talking like even to your Scentsy Club subscribers, people who are already subscribed, follow up with them. Follow up with them just like you would your regular normal business. Ask them how they're liking it. And we have a stupid amount of LTOs that are going on right now. So this is the perfect opportunity to really build that Scentsy Club. Now, the first thing I want to ask you, for those of you who are here tonight, or even if you're watching the replay, how many of you have a Scentsy Club for yourself? Good. Good. I'm so happy to see some hands because you'd be surprised. There are some people who are like, I don't, I would rather get my 6-bar bundles, or I'd rather use my host rewards or my free shipping. Here's the thing. If you don't have a Scentsy Club for yourself, your customers are not going to see the value in it. That's the biggest thing. And I hate to like put it so bluntly, like, you have to have this program if you're going to promote it, but you do. That's the only way that people are going to see value in it. So, and I'm not saying you have to have a crazy healthy club like myself, but definitely like get your favorite bar every 3 months or get bulbs on an ongoing basis. Don't break the bank. I don't want you to subscribe to Scentsy Club and not eat for the next week. Like, don't do that, but definitely find something that speaks to you, that you find value in the program, whether that is getting your whiff box for 10% off, whether that is getting your favorite brick well, we're going to get into all the things. I've got all kinds of like tips and tricks I want you guys to implement, but find what it is that speaks to you and share that with your customers. Hone in on that, because whatever you're passionate about, they are going to be as well. They don't want to miss out. It's FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. Like that's a thing. It's a real thing. So if it's something that you're super passionate about, they're going to want to be a part of it too. Even if you're only getting your one favorite bar every 3 months, share that. Very, very important that you have one. So when you do have your subscription, share it with your customers. Share your unboxing moment in your VIP group, on Facebook, wherever. We all have our first Scentsy heartbreak, right? So go ahead and comment, or go ahead and comment in the chat or wherever. What was your Scentsy heartbreak, your first Scentsy heartbreak? Even customers have their first Scentsy heartbreak. For me, mine was Huckleberry Sage. Share this moment. You're making it emotional. Molly didn't even hesitate. She's like, Posy Peach. Yes, we all have it. Brandy's Blueberry Rush. You guys get it. I will always remember mine, and paint this picture. I'm sure you guys remember when you lost your favorite bar. Business casual. Awesome. So paint that picture for your customers. I will always remember mine. Huckleberry Sage was one that came back every single fall and winter season. And I will always remember the moment that I got my fall and winter catalogs. I'm opening it up, I'm flipping it through, and I did not see Huckleberry Sage. I'm not even joking. I flipped through that catalog probably 25 times because I thought there was a misprint. I was like, what? And at that time, we didn't have, see, you guys all get it. You get it. At that time, we didn't have Scentsy Club. So at that time, we had to buy it by the truckload. So for anyone who maybe is newer to Scentsy and they're like, well, what's the deal? Always Get My Bar. Always Get My Bar is absolutely 1,000,000% the bread and butter of my Scentsy Club business. That is really what drives it. So I hone in on that because that's something I'm super passionate about. That's something that's very, I don't know, kind of emotional for me, is when I lost my Huckleberry Sage. So I always kind of paint that picture for people and say, like, hey, everybody can relate to this, whether you're a consultant or a customer. Even if you're a brand new customer and you didn't realize the value in these scents and the fact that they're leaving, a lot of times they're like, oh man, I totally missed out on that. Even if it was, something that was just recently available but sold out. So it's so important to paint that picture and create that emotional connection, and then hone in on that Always Get My Bar and let them know it's a completely free program. They can absolutely change this subscription anytime they want to. It's completely customizable. If at any point they're like, I don't need this bar anymore, they can totally get rid of it. But as long as they have this bar in their club, they're going to get it forever and ever. So paint that picture, create that emotional connection, and create that connection with them. Because I think the way I present club is more as a consumer, not as I'm selling it. Like, I'm not selling it to anybody. I'm a terrible salesperson. I'll be totally honest, but something I'm passionate about, I'm going to share the heck out of that. So I think look at it more as a consumer standpoint and say, hey, this is what's in my club. Check this out. Like, you're talking to your friends rather than, here's this program and da 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 da, and have it all like cold message. Don't sound like yourself. Sound authentic to who you are, and just like you're talking to your friends, because that's what people want to hear. Okay, let me look at my notes here. So when you get your Scentsy Club in, unbox it. I don't care if it's just one bar, unbox it. Unbox your Huckleberry Sage, unbox your Posy Peach, unbox all of that, and share your excitement. Say, oh my gosh, my Scentsy Club came in. It comes to me every single month and I get my favorite bar. Oh my gosh. So then you can share it. People have to hear about something usually 7 times before it actually sticks. So don't feel like, well, I'm sharing it all the time. It's okay, because at some point it's going to click. Maybe right now maybe the holiday bricks are not speaking to them for whatever reason, or, whatever wax collection we have out right now isn't speaking to them, but maybe Bring Back My Bar, it will. So then when you're talking about it again, you're like, oh, but I already talked about it just, last month or the month before. But then Bring Back My Bar happens and they're like, oh my gosh, Huckleberry Sage. Yes, sign me up. So don't ever feel like you're saying it too much. You're really not. If you're not talking about it at least once a week, I promise you are missing out on opportunities. So sharing the value, sharing that excitement. Biggest thing ever. So if you have a customer base with the Whiff Box, this is a no-brainer. Because if you have someone who is purchasing the Whiff Box from you every single month, They add this to their club, and right off the bat, they're getting 10% off. Nothing else. No other bars, no other nothing. Their whiff box is automatically going to be 10% off. That's an amazing deal, because as it is, $30 is already a great deal. But now just adding it to their club, they're going to order it every single month anyway, because it's an amazing box. Add it to your club. You don't even have to think about ordering it, and you're getting 10% off. Boom, right off the bat. So that's amazing. So anytime you have someone who orders a whiff box from you regularly, definitely add it in there and let them know, this, if you decide, this schedule doesn't work for you, or you decide you don't want to get the box anymore, you can always opt out. Like, you can always cancel your subscription. No big deal. And you can, some people say, oh, well, I don't like calling it a subscription. Like, some people get hung up on words. You can also call it an auto ship program, or calling it a program rather than a subscription. Me personally, I don't have an issue with calling it a subscription. It's fine for me, but I always like to kind of bring up what other people have brought to me. So, and some people have said that calling it an auto ship program has helped with gaining subscribers. So you can try playing with the wording. I think really more or less it's going to come down to how you're handling yourself and how you're talking about it. Because if you are not comfortable talking about it, and let me tell you, if you're talking about it at least once a week, you're going to get more comfortable. I can talk about Scentsy Club for 75 hours in my sleep. So if you are continually talking about it, you get more and more comfortable with it. So so just know that the comfort will come with it. And think about the fact that it's going to make life easier for your customers. So for me personally, I don't think about ordering cleaning products, laundry products, all that. That was why I was enrolled in the VIP program, because I wanted to get my laundry products on an ongoing basis, because it was always like, I need my washer whiffs like yesterday, but we have to wait for shipping, right? So talk to your customers who are ordering laundry products from you, cleaning products, and look at the ease of, they don't have to think about ordering these things when it's like, ooh, I need it like yesterday, so look at it at that point too. Really nice to get your laundry products as well as bulbs, like things like that you are not as fun to order necessarily as bars and things like that. So as we were talking about, we need to talk about it in every single conversation pretty much. So every single follow-up I do, I always talk about Scentsy Club. Every single follow-up. I'll, ask them how they're liking their bars, and hey, have I talked to you about Scentsy Club before? Obviously, I will have my notes, so I'll know with my follow-up if I've talked to them about Scentsy Club before. But hey, I know that I've talked to you about Scentsy Club before, but I know that you're really loving these holiday bricks right now. Did you know that you can actually add these bricks in bar size to your Scentsy Club, and you can get that on an ongoing basis? So talk about it every single time you're following up. And even if they have a Scentsy Club, follow up and see how they're liking their Scentsy Club. If they have any questions, things like that. Because if you're not, because it's kind of like a reminder. So even if they have a Scentsy Club, then they'll be like, oh yeah, that's right, I wanted to add this in, or I wanted to make an edit. Thank you so much for asking me. So you're never bothering people. We think about Scentsy like 23, 24 hours a day, right? But our customers don't. So you are there to be their reminder of what they could be doing with their Scentsy Club. Also, in every single order, I put these little flyers. So, and I did not create this. I will tell you, I am like the least creative person out there. You can create your own if you would like to, or I can send you this file. I can send Molly this file. It prints 3 wrap cards to a page, and since it's a Scentsy Club flyer that goes in every single mail out, every single order that leaves my hands, basically everything that leaves my hands, a Scentsy Club flyer goes into, even people who have a Scentsy Club. I know some people are like, oh, but they already have it, so they don't. This is a reminder. It's a reminder to them. Oh, that's right. I really wanted to add this holiday scent to my club, or I wanted to add this new limited time, whatever to my club, or the whiff box. I'm loving the whiff box now. I definitely want to add it. So this is just a reminder. So, and then for people who don't have a Scentsy Club, obviously, you're promoting it. So this goes in every single thing. I mail out handwritten thank you cards with every single order, if they're obviously local to me, the handwritten card goes in with the order. But if they're not local to me, they still get a handwritten card, and then this goes in with it as well. So it's worth it. It's so worth it. I printed out on this like pearlized cardstock, so I can send the link to both if you guys want. Like I said, I didn't create this, so I'm not taking credit, but someone else did, and she did an amazing job. So I will pass this along to you guys because it's amazing. I also have a referral program. The referral program isn't necessarily Scentsy Club specific, but it's all across the board. So for me, my referral program is very simple. The person, my existing customer, who is obviously an existing customer, when they refer their friend or family member to me and they either place an order or they set up a Scentsy Club with me, both the existing customer and the new customer get a free bar of their choice. Very simple. But both parties get something in return for sharing my business, and it's incentivizing it. So I have seen huge growth with that, and that can look any kind of way. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a bar of their choice. It could be a scent circle. It could be samples, whatever that looks for you. It started for me. I was like, I've got these scent of the month bars, so let's incentivize, so if you've got the scent and warmer of the month kit, use those bars, yeah, keep one for samples, and then the rest, incentivize your business and share that, have people want to share your business. So you can do that. Like I said, you can do scent circles. It doesn't have to be crazy expensive, but if you incentivize in any kind of way, people are going to want to share your business for sure. And including, like I said, with Scentsy Club. So my aha moment, this is what I want to share with you guys. So I've been talking about it, sharing as much as I possibly can, to the point where now Scentsy Club is about a third of my business. I average anywhere from, it grows now. And I did take a screenshot. This is why I'm wanting to show you this, just to show you what's possible. I am not the bragging type in any kind of way, but I'm a girl who I joined Scentsy not to make this a business. I simply just wanted to do this, not even really as a hobby. I just wanted to buy my own stuff. Like that's all I wanted to do. And then about 3 years in, my mindset shifted and changed, and I wanted to turn it into a business. In a nutshell, it's a longer story than that. But when I really started to take it seriously, things started taking off, and then Scentsy Club came about, and I was like, this is going to be a game changer. I knew this was going to be a game changer for a multitude of reasons. And I remember sharing it, and people were feeding off of my excitement and wanting to be a part of it because it was something I was so passionate about. And it's really started helping me reach my goals. So we all have goals in this business, right? And I'm talking big, hairy, scary goals. I'm not talking your 200 PRV, 500 PRV. Like, I want you guys to have big, hairy, scary goals, because Scentsy Club will then help elevate you to your next goal. My goals in the beginning were, I want my 2,000 PRV a month because I want that pay bonus, that monthly sales bonus. And what other business can we give ourselves a pay raise? A 5% pay raise. Before I was doing Scentsy full time, I was working full time in dentistry. Do you know what kind of a pay raise I got? I got 10 cents a year. 10 cents a year. We are in the position where we can give ourselves 5% every single month. And when you start hitting those goals, because with Scentsy Club, it's only going to grow. As you're sharing, it's only going to grow. And it's going to make your goals grow. So back then I was 2,000 PRV, 2,000 PRV, 2,000 PRV. Now my goals, including Scentsy Club, is $1,000 a day. So I want to do 30,000 PRV every single month. Do I hit it? Not every single month. Do I surpass it? Sometimes I do. And Scentsy Club really helps with that. I'm sharing those numbers with you because I want you to look at Scentsy Club in a totally different light, because I'm telling you, it's absolutely a game changer. So I want to show you these numbers to show you what's possible, because I was the girl in the beginning that said, I can't do that. Like, I can't earn those trips. I can't do those kinds of numbers. And I'm telling you, I don't do paid advertising. This is all my own work. So I don't know if this is even going to show, but so during the month of October, I did over 14,000 PRV in Scentsy Club alone. And I'm still doing parties. I'm still doing my follow-up. I'm still gaining customers. This is from Scentsy Club alone. So far this month, we are officially halfway through the month. I've got over 7,000 PRV just in Scentsy Club alone. I'm still doing parties. I'm still doing all of these things. With over 300 subscribers, I'm still talking about Scentsy Club because I want more subscribers. There's always room for more. There's millions, millions, and millions of people out there. So there's no reason why you can't share, and gain more subscribers. So like I said, I'm not showing you those numbers to intimidate or brag in any kind of way, but just to show you what's possible. My aha moment with Scentsy Club was, and this is where I want your guys' mindset to kind of shift a little bit. So I realized this was an amazing program, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, okay, this is going to make my business so much easier. And, you know, I'm going to be able to reach my goals and things like that. Like I was telling you, I'm like, oh man, this is going to blow my new goals out of the water. Like, because I'm getting that in Scentsy Club alone, but I'm still working my business, which means I'm getting a bigger paycheck. So, but my real aha moment was, so it came to a time, like I was telling you, I was working in dentistry full time, and we were in a position, my husband and I were in a position where we needed both of our paychecks. It wasn't like I could stay home and, you know, his paychecks would pay our bills. Like we needed both of our paychecks. But we got to a point where I was making just as much with Scentsy or more than my dental job. So we had a conversation. We're like, okay, I think it's time. Like, I think it's time to go. So within 12 consecutive months, if I could make just as much as my dental job or more, then I could quit. So it came to December 26, 2018. I gave my notice. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I was terrified because it's a really terrifying thing to do, to be doing this full time. Because if you don't make a sale, you're not making money. So, and I was just like, oh my gosh. So I gave my notice on December 26th, and then just a few days later, on December 31st, 2018, just a couple days later, my dad passed away. Completely unexpected. He wasn't sick. We had no idea. And my entire world turned upside down. I went from, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to start this new journey. I'm going to be doing Scentsy full time and all this stuff, to, oh my gosh, okay, now I need to plan for a funeral. I need to figure out my mom's living situation. They didn't have enough money saved up in savings to even pay for his funeral. So now I have a funeral to pay for, and I just quit my job. And I'm like, oh crap. I will always remember. I remember talking to my husband, like, maybe this was the wrong decision. Like I need to stay in my comfort zone. Obviously, like, we need the money. Like, this isn't good. So, it was that moment in January, just, you know, into January, that Scentsy Club started processing, because life happens. And at that point, I couldn't think about Scentsy. I couldn't do my parties. I couldn't do my regular follow-up because life happens, and my family needed my attention, and my priorities were now shifted. So family is always priority. I think you guys know what I'm saying. Like, I couldn't work my Scentsy business as much as I had before. And so, but Scentsy Club processed in January, and I was still able to get paid at my my sales bonus. So I still got my monthly sales bonus in January, and I didn't even work my business, and I needed that. So I want you guys to look at it from that standpoint, as when life happens, Scentsy Club is going to allow your business to run like a well-oiled machine. I am not, like, I have surgery that's happening next month, Christmas week, perfect timing. I'm not worried about my business. I know I'm not going to be able to party. I know my follow-up game is not going to be super great, but I know that, you know, because I'll be down for like 6 to 8 weeks. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all, because Scentsy Club is going to process, and it's going to help me run my business. Am I going to try my best to work, you know, prepare and all of that? Yes, of course, but I'm not worried. And we're in a position now where I'm retiring my husband from his job, and we're doing the Scentsy thing full time and starting in February. Like, that's not terrifying. It's totally terrifying, but Scentsy Club helps ease my mind that everything's going to be fine. Michelle says, what kind of parties do you do? I do Facebook parties. My favorite kind of party to pair with Facebook parties are actually, I save all of my whiff boxes, and I'll do like box parties. You can call them PO box parties or parties in a box. And I will save all of my old testers, because every single catalog season, I will get 3 full-size sets of testers. One always stays with me. One goes with my husband to work, but now that he's retiring, I guess I'll only get 2 sets. And then one will be just a bag party. So I think it's in the other room. So I don't get I told you guys I'm not creative. Like I don't get fancy with it. I just take the full set of testers and I'll throw some catalogs. Scentsy Club, every single thing that leaves your house will have that Scentsy Club flyer in it. Order forms, things like that. And then that's my bag party that goes to local people. So as consultants, we know that we tend to build up those testers quite a bit, don't we? So my goal is I don't want testers in my house. I don't want them collecting dust because they are my employees and I want them to work my business for me. So I will take those older testers from previous sets, but scents that stay around all the time, like black raspberry, vanilla, aloe, water and cucumber, baked apple pie, apple butter frosting, all of those that stay around all year. I will take 10, 15 of those, stick them in a whiff box with some catalogs, and just a bunch of stuff. I'll keep the purple grass in there. The testers take up a lot of space in there, but I'll do the monthly specials flyer. I'll do like the new release stickers, the Scentsy Club flyer, and then I'll do like a handful of samples, like body samples and things like that. And then I'll mail it off. And then that kit they get to keep. They don't have to send any of that back to me at all. So they get to keep that. And then that pairs with usually their Facebook party. But some people don't even want the Facebook party. They just want the party in a box. And they're like, yeah, just send me that stuff with some order forms and I'll collect orders and call it good. That's my favorite type of party because they love getting like a little party kit. So, and that's actually a really nice and easy way to have like a join conversation because you basically sent them like a little mini starter kit, which is awesome. So I hope that helps with the party question. But yeah, I mean, it's fantastic to do it that way. And then you're getting rid of your testers. They're not collecting dust and it's working your business for you, which is amazing. So also with Scentsy Club, having people in your Scentsy Club creates amazing joint conversations. Now I know tonight we're talking about building your Scentsy Club, not taking people out of it, but as your Scentsy Club starts to grow and you're like, okay, now I want to really like pick and choose some of these people to join my team. That's a super easy join conversation because these people love Scentsy so much that they're getting it every 1, 2, or 3 months and they can switch their club over to them. Yes, it's pulling from you, but in the long run, it is going to benefit you majorly in the long run. Let me see here. That's pretty much what I wanted to share with you guys tonight with Scentsy Club. Also, oh, there's a couple more things. Just kidding. That just wasn't in my notes. With our bricks, our holiday bricks, if you have anyone who is looking at this and they're like, oh my gosh, that is way too much of a commitment. They're like, I mean, for me personally, I love bricks. I think they're amazing. I think they're obnoxious and there's absolutely, it's perfection. Not everybody is, especially if maybe you didn't have a chance to sample it out beforehand or what have you. And they're like, that's a lot of wax. And if I don't like it, I'm totally stuck with this. Bingo. They can get the holiday bars, the holiday bricks, fragrances in bar size. This is a perfect opportunity for them if they're scared of the bricks for whatever reason. Share this way. Say, here's the thing. Why don't you do this? Why don't you add fluffy fleece to your Scentsy Club, get it in a bar first, try it, and then hopefully it'll still be around. And then you can buy it in a brick. If nothing else, if you love it, it's going to stay in your club even after it retires. So amazing, amazing conversation that way. Also, cotton cleanups. These things are never in stock. They're never in stock. But guess what? My Scentsy Club just shipped today or just arrived today. And I got my cotton cleanups, but they're still showing out of stock on the website. Huge, huge bonus here. If you have customers who love cotton cleanups, share this. They will go bananas. Now, also let them know, because I have had people, I think it gets a little bit lost in translation, which is easy for me. Let them know that, yes, sometimes these will be on back order when it comes to Scentsy Club, but Scentsy Clubbers are always the first to get it fulfilled before it's ever put back on the website. Huge, huge bonus. It's still showing out of stock, but I still got 2 packs of mine in my Scentsy Club that arrived today. So amazing. Yes, they are gold. These are absolute gold. So share this. I mean, shoot, if you're getting nothing else but cotton cleanups, this is enough to be excited about and unbox in your VIP group. I mean, seriously. So, and then, let them know, hey, Scentsy Clubbers are always the first to be fulfilled on items like this. on any of that stuff. If it's anything that's on back order and you have it in your Scentsy Club will always come priority. Share the exclusivity, share why it is that they need this in their life, for sure. Are there any questions? I feel like that was really short. Normally I can talk your faces off for like 75 hours, but I feel like that was pretty much what I do with Scentsy Club in a nutshell. It's just a matter of talking about it. Molly says, I love putting cotton cleanups as sample gifts. Yes. In orders that go out from my house.
And I I just print out a little like Avery label sticker and I put it on there telling them what to do with it. And I have so many people that when they're in stock, people are like, buy me some. And I'm like, okay, it's because yeah, they're gold.
They are.
And then they're like, what do I do when they're not around? And I say cotton balls. It's not exactly the same, but close enough.
Yeah, for sure.
This group is usually pretty quiet about questions, but does anybody have one? I mean,
and if you have questions later, feel free to reach out. I'm a total open book. Like I said, I'm not the knower of all the things, but I can definitely share tips and tricks that have worked for me personally in my business. You can send me a Facebook request or send me an email or whatever. My email is lmrowberry@gmail.com. And I'm an open book if you think of questions later.
And she also has a YouTube page. So just search her name, Rowberry, and it's a lot of fun to watch.
Thank you. In fact, I'm doing a Scentsy Club unboxing. It's probably going to go up Thursday. But no judgment. So if you're going to watch it, don't judge me. There's so much of it. But that's the thing. It's important. It's just important to share. Like put it out there, put the information out there, and share your excitement. Share from a consumer standpoint rather than selling it. I feel like then people will be more like, oh yeah, I want that. Because it's the same as if you go to Starbucks and you're like, oh my gosh, this latte, or I'm at Target and I found this adorable welcome mat or whatever it is, it's the same thing. So just share what it is that you're excited about this particular program, and the rest will do the rest. I promise.
Absolutely. And that's what I like to tell my people. If you're under me on the call here, that's what you'll hear me say that all the time. It's not selling, it's sharing. Just share and show your excitement for it. And that's what gets them excited about, doing all this. Absolutely. And one other thing I liked that you said about it, what was the other one that you said? Oh God, I wrote it down. Oh yeah. Just like giving them FOMO.
Yeah.
Giving them FOMO.
It's a thing.
Yeah. Anybody with questions? I know you've all heard from certain friends and family, hey, I want this scent and you don't make it anymore. That's the perfect time to say, hey, write it down on a card for me, or, start even, I know Rolodex or however you do things, if it's pen and paper, if it's whatever, get out. I know, I love her to death, Melissa Gratz. Back when I joined back in 2012. So it's almost 10 years for me. And she had, and I still do it today, it's in my closet. When I get new customers and they mention a scent that's no longer available, I write their name on an index card and then I write the scent on there. And every time Bring Back My Bar comes back, I rifle through them. And I actually forgot to bring them this weekend, but I had a vendor event and I had 3 people ask about My Dear Watson. 3. Just about the same scent. I'm like, you are the 3rd person today to ask me about that. So I got their contact information and I have to make the cards out, but I'm like, I will contact you when it comes back, because that one does come back and Bring Back My Bar. Let's be real. And I'm going to get them all in Scentsy Club. I'm like, told them it's free. It's free. All you pay for is the product you want and your shipping. That's it. I mean.
And also run your reports. So see who's ordering fluffy fleece, see who's ordering, so that way when you're doing your follow-up, then you can talk about it. Also, when Bring Back My Bar does come around, run your reports and see who had ordered Huckleberry Sage before, and whatever the other scents are. See, you may have to go back quite a ways, or Scentsy also does, like, if you like this then you'll like that for Bring Back My Bar. So run those reports and see who's buying what, and then talk to them and let them know, hey, you're gonna love this, definitely don't forget about Scentsy Club, so that way you don't miss out. You can always cancel it anytime. It's all about knowing your customers, for sure.
Yeah, and that's true. Scentsy does put out, when Bring Back My Bar comes out, a list of all your customers who have done that. All you have to do, it will run the report for you. You
Mhm.
just have to click on it, and I will make sure to post about it in the Together page when that happens, to remind you guys that it's there and how to get to it. Because I know if you're newer, you're like, what are you even talking about? Like, I have no idea. So, but yeah, that's yeah, I need to start doing that. I didn't even
I
think of
love how you put it as like a heartbreak scent. So I know we all have like that one scent that we're like, oh damn, I wish that would come back. But like an idea just came to me when you said that, like just putting a post out on either like your VIP page, if that's where you do a lot of your biz, or like on your public page, just saying like, if Scentsy could bring back any scent for you, what would it be? And just having your customer interaction on that post, like obviously your Facebook algorithm is going to grow,
Mhm.
and people are going to comment on whatever post, like whatever like scent they want. And you never know, like maybe that one scent will be in the Bring Back My Bar come January, and then you can contact them and be like, hey, don't worry, I got your back, that's coming back in January. Or hey, you might even have a few kicking around in your own old stock that you could like ship them or whatever. But definitely that post is going to, I think, put some buzz for
I
sure.
love that. And it's really good to get people chatting like that, because everybody has one. I'm telling you, test it out. Maybe it's probably a little bit late for a lot of you, but test it out tomorrow. Find what the sweet spot time wise is for your people, and when people react to posts and stuff. But try it out tomorrow. I challenge you to try it out tomorrow. It gets people talking because every single person can relate to it. Um, I've always just called it my Scentsy heartbreak, because I really feel like it took a piece of my heart when Huckleberry Sage didn't come back. So, if you create that emotional connection, people will be like, oh yeah, I felt that way with Posy Peach. I felt that way with Sweet Plum Pastry. It definitely gets people talking and, comparing their experiences, because everyone has it. Like I said, I don't care if you've been a customer for 5 minutes. They may have it with a scent that just recently went out of stock, things like that. So I love that. I love that idea.
and
I'm
they've
really
never brought back
excited.
Posy Peach. I don't get it. I'll never get it in my club, and it's so heartbreaking. But Plumeria Peach was close, so that's in my club. Brady,
This
go
Bring
ahead.
Back
Sorry.
My Bar, this Bring Back My Bar session is going to be epic. Like there's so many good ones that I'm just like, I'm going to be broke. Like my Scentsy Club is just going to like, Lisa, I'm going to be that girl that's not going to eat next week, because my Scentsy Club is just going to be so big. I'm just going to be like, sorry, kids, you're not eating this week because
Crab
mama,
And
mac
for
and cheese every
yourselves.
night this week. Crab
yeah,
mac and cheese,
mama's
33
club is
cents.
juicy. So I got to keep going.
Okay, last call. Any questions for Lisa? Otherwise, we will shut her down.
I just want to say thank you again, Lisa and Molly.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me. And thank you, like I said, for the time adjustment. Your time is so valuable. So I really appreciate it so much.
Well, yours too. You need to go have dinner.
All right. Well, thanks again, everybody. I will post the replay on the team page later this evening. And again, if you have any questions, you can direct them on the comments and I can refer them to Lisa, or you can contact her I can't talk. Contact her directly. But thank you so much again for sharing all your knowledge with us. And yeah, if you want to send me that
Yes.
flyer, and then I'll
send it
post
right now.
that too.
Perfect.
Oh my God. All right. Thanks so much, everyone, for
Thank
coming. I
you.
appreciate it. Good
Thanks,
night.
Lisa. Bye.
Bye.